Right. So the next talk is the one before lunch. It's a very, I'm actually really excited about this talk because it's something I really wanted to find out more about beforehand. Which is by Stuart. It's about the $50 sat, which you may have come across, which is a CubeSat. And he'll tell you a lot more about it. But what's very interesting, one of the reasons why we really wanted to get him on to talk to us about this today is how actually he uses a lot of the technology that we use, but has been independently developed, which is, you know, so we sort of obviously all have we're all thinking in the right way about how to do things. And I will let him go on and talk about the satellite that is currently orbiting and will be heading over quite soon. I don't know, but I'll leave that to him. All right.
How do I go forward?
There's a little trigger at the front. Press that button.
Oh.
I think. Try. Check first.
Oh, good afternoon. $50 sat. 21st November 2013, 7:11 in the morning. Dombrovsky Air Base, Russia. Dnipro ballistic missile took off. That one. Carrying 32 amber satellites. A fair few CubeSats. And the first 4 pocket cubes. The CubeSats take back 40 things. That big. Ours, $50 sat. And the first of the 4 pocket cubes is that. Right, lots smaller. I was eagerly awaiting its arrival. I imagine, I know what Leo felt like. I was eagerly awaiting its arrival over the UK. 10:28 in the morning, and we received that. That is actually the FSK Ricky it puts out. It was received clear as a bell. That tells me it's not charging. That's the battery voltage. That's the temperature. 127 is 0, so it's minus 15 or 16 or 17 or something. And there's various bits of data in there, charge currents and what have you. But that's the battery voltage. It's 723, lower than expected. More of that later. Now, when Anthony asked me to give this talk, he said, well, you'd be interested to know how I got here. And it is a rather roundabout route. How did I get from balloons to satellites? Because just as I got involved in this project, I was playing with balloons. So how did I get into this? Well, one of my hobbies is I fly remote control aeroplanes for a while. One notable day I was flying them on River Common and I lost it. It was quite expensive. I was annoyed about that. So I started playing with RF beacons, basically simple ones to start with. Some of those radiometrics modules that go in the license exempt band. But then I turned my attention to working with an R1042, which is the transmit-only version of the R1022. Now, there's a peculiar thing you can do with it. It's not obvious until you've tried it, but if you send out a series of audio tones with rising frequency and descending power, you can actually use it to locate the object, this model in my case, with just a handheld. I won't do it now, but show and tell, you don't have a play, it's quite easy. You can actually get search very close. You can get within about 5 or 10 meters, right? Just using that technique. It's very simple to do. I then turned my attention to saying, well, this is going to be a bit more sophisticated. Surely I can find a way of using a device like this to tell me exactly where my model is lost. And I thought, well, how do I do that in the simplest possible way without needing piles of kit? Ideally, just a UHF handheld. And I thought, well, what about sending out distance and directions north? And when anyone who's ever done any navigation will tell you that if you know where you are, where you start from, actually all you need to find where you go is the distance and the direction. And compass. Right? That's enough. So I started playing with that. Originally in a compiled language, Micro Basic, which read all the stuff from the GPS, did the calculation. and started spitting out the distance and direction from home as Morse. And this worked quite well. It still does. I then turned my attention to the telemetry yard between RFM 42 and 22, of course, is capable of. And I built for myself a highly sophisticated telemetry receiver. And that actually will receive the same information plus the GPS coordinates out in the field. Okay? Now, I then started thinking, well, I could build a balloon. And I did. And you can understand why I call it a common sat, because that is it. And that's got a GPS and actually a pickaxe at this point inside. And it works quite well. Puts out the FSK wiki and the rest of it, no problems at all. And I have actually tested it. I was trying a cutaway circuit, which was basically just a servo. And I tried that on Penguin Beach, and that worked. But about this time, on the telemetry, I know you guys don't use the RFM22 telemetry, but it's got one thing that's very useful. This is a real situation, well, a test, but real nonetheless. That was my house in Cardiff, and this is me flying on Ferry Mountain. Now, I can't see the lost model. It's on the table in the garden, and I certainly can't hear it. It's too far away. There's no line of sight. So all you need to do is see that little black bob? That's one of those, which is an RFM22 acting as a relay. And all I had to do was put my kite up in here. That's a kite that's actually sold for hauling antennas, high HF antennas into the air. Put that up there, picked it up, no problem at all. So you've now extended the search range of the telemetry by 5-10 kilometre radius quite easily. And these days there's no end of small model aeroplanes that you can buy ready-built, ready to fly that you can do the same thing. It just works. Right. About this time, my endeavours with pickaxes and RFM22s seemed to come to Professor Twiggs' attention. Professor Twiggs, you may know, pioneered the CubeSat concept. There was a lot of scepticism that never worked. And he then started working in 2012 on the idea of pocket cubes, which are those small things there. And I had an email from one of the teams saying they were thinking of using a pickaxe and an RFM22. I just think I was just about the only person who ever tried the two together. So I said, yeah, I'll help. It was an educational project, Moorhead University in the States. They wanted to get their students involved in building real satellites. So he asked me to assist, and I said, yeah, by all means. Based on a 50mm cube format, that's slightly bigger. We had a bit of extra spare space in the launch tube, so it's longer than it actually needs to be. But it is based around the 50mm cube format. It would fit in the 50mm cube if you squashed it. Smaller satellites need lower launch costs. As an explanation, Professor Twiggs is currently working on an idea of putting 8 pocket cubes into a CubeSat. 8 50mm cubes in one 10cm cube. The idea being that the launch costs will fall by a factor of 8, and there's a lot more launch opportunities for CubeSats. So that was the idea. Now, it was simple to build because this was really aimed at the school and college project concept, if you like. And we needed to use off-the-shelf commercial components. What we did not set out to do was to build a very cheap satellite. That wasn't really the invention. Anyway, the RFM22, that was the chosen radio, and there's one of the main reasons why it was used is that one, it's capable of FSK telemetry. The manufacturers sell it, saying it's got 100 milliwatts, 1 to 2 kilometre range, no more. It's frequency agile, which is vital for anti-radio type stuff, because you've got different coordinated frequencies. It does have a direct modulation mode, so you can simulate FM audio. And Professor Triggs wanted to have a Morse beacon on his satellite, so took the bill. And you can also do all these different modes. The telemetry I mentioned, FM Morse audio, FSK RITI, FSK CW Morse. You can even send fast Morse data if you want to. Right. And the big issue was, at the time, and we're talking about early 2012, there really wasn't any other radio that would fit in that size. You could have built your own from scratch, yes. You didn't want to do that. There is one now. There's a website, Pocket Cube Shop or something. They're selling a radio that would fit in a CubeSat. It's £2,000. Right. One of the big problems we faced, the big problem, was the uplink. Now, the IARU, who coordinate frequencies, don't really like us putting stuff in orbit if you can't turn it off. So we had to have a method of turning this thing off. And this is where we spent most of the time. Because we knew we could make it send out a beacon, that's easy. And the FSK RITI, we knew how to do that. I knew how to do that. But we didn't know if we could get the uplink working, because we had to be able to turn it off. Now, I don't have a vast underground cabin to test these things in, so I just adapted the testing to suit the environment these are. Well, lots of hills and valleys. So, different types of testing. You can use the reducing power feature of the R22 to send a packet out, reduce the power, send a packet out, reduce the power, and you can then tell what the limit is. That's quite easy. You just need large open spaces. Spent a lot of time over the local park with my brother helping me. You can use an RF Explorer or make your own out of another RFM22. That's quite easy. And you can do field strength measurements, which helps you to tune your antennas. It is vital to tune your antennas on this device. Right? Do not believe that a 3-pound radio, which covers quite a wide frequency range, is going to have perfect matching at 50 ohms. So personally, I wouldn't bother putting your antennas on an antenna analyzer. Just do field strength measurements and trim them. It's easier. Anyway, more accurate. And you've got the opportunity of changing settings and evaluating what happens to the range. And I did a lot of that. Basically, with an attenuator on the antenna, I fiddle with the register settings, see what effect it had, did it make it better, worse, whatever. Simple stuff. But it took a long time. So, we needed it to be reliable, so we had to work out what the receiver sensitivity was. Now it's quoted as -121 dB, and it transpires it's actually slightly less than that. But we need to work out if that's correct. We needed to deal with, you guys think you've got problems with temperature drift. The Doppler that this thing suffers is enormous. 10 kilohertz as it's approaching, and 10 kilohertz high as it's coming in, 10 kilohertz low as it's going away. And at Apogee, where it's right in the middle, the frequency is changing 200 or 300 hertz a second. That's just not, there's nothing to do about it. But we have to be aware of it, and we have to know that we can deal with it. Temperature cycling. This was to prove a very big problem. And I'll mention it later, right at the very end. It was far worse than expected. But the thing does get temperature cycled an awful lot. It's vital to have a good power supply for this device. There's a particular problem with it that I spent an awful lot of time looking at. And it is vital that you have a very good power supply, regulator right next to the pins on the device, etc. Okay, another thing, you must have access to the shutdown pin on this device. I have seen so many designs that brand it. I do not understand why you do that. I really don't. It is vital that you reprogram it very regularly. $50 SAP has all its register settings redone at every program, with every cycle, which is almost every 2 minutes, maybe every 2 minutes. It's reprogrammed from scratch. It is vital that you do that. You must check that turning on the transmitter doesn't scramble its brains. It does, from time to time. And if you don't have access to the shutdown pin, you can't do anything about it. Do not rely on the software reset, it doesn't work a lot. Mostly works, sometimes it doesn't. You've got a dead transmitter, and there's nothing to do about it. Record and report errors. Again, vital. If you're going to have a problem, at least report them so you know what's happening. That $50 set does that. And if you find any problems with it, really, really, really investigate to the nth degree. It's worse. I mean, this thing, we can't get this thing back. Right. Pickaxe. Now, that was Professor Twiggs's idea, because pickaxes, as you know, are fairly popular in educational circles, both here and in America. And it's basically just a big microcontroller with some on-board firmware. It's programmed in BASIC. Very easy to understand. Good technical support for suppliers. As an example, this is the one of the routines. But this runs after every transmission on 50.sat. If you want to see the code for this, it's all up on the website. Every time you send a transmission, check the frequency registers have not changed. If they have, it's reset itself. It does happen. And you can see down there, if it detects a change, right. You might wonder why we decided on pickaxe. I have to say, at this point, I'm grateful I didn't take the advice on the Ukhas website. In essence, a satellite, and for that matter a hat tracker, is not that complicated. It doesn't have to do much in a hurry. So there is no reason whatsoever why you can't use one. And $50 seems worthwhile. Anyway, the testing. My brother is there, holding a $50 sat board, receiver board, on top of a big mast, just a photograph pole. And I'm sat here somewhere, and all the transmitter is doing is sending packets of reducing power levels, and I'm making a note of when they stop. Just recording on an LCD display. I'm picking up the RSSI as well. So, and at this point, I'm getting most of the packets of power level 4, which is about 10 dBm, I think. Some at 3, the odd one at 2. Right? However, anyone know Stockwell? Over here is the Mac and television mast. So I can see that the noise floor is quite high, because the signals coming in, the RSSI is very high, 60 or 70 or something, so there's a lot of background noise. So we needed something else, I needed something else, and here, this Cardiff. Very fortunately Cardiff, there's hills on the north and there's hills there, and there's this big flat thing in the middle, which is very handy. Anyone who knows the area? Come on. Yes, what's that? 1897. Some guy called Marconi, first transmission of water. Right, that was the Caerphilly route, and then I organised this, long drive, but I sat on this hill in Mendips, 40 kilometres away, and lo and behold, we were getting packets in on simple antennas, which I hadn't taken too much trouble to tune, to be honest, at 100 milliwatts, 50% of them at 50 milliwatts, and about 10% of them at 25 milliwatts. Now, this was then fed back to the maths guy, Howie in the States, who then back calculated everything and came up with this, because we were still trying to work out if the uplink would work. And he said that at 2,600 kilometers you would need an ERIC of about 55 ppm or 36 watts with 10 dB beam, and that would be enough to uplink the packet. Now that proved to be actually quite accurate. And at overhead, where incidentally the altitude is 600 kilometers, so overhead we need less than a watt into an omni. And again, that's probably about right. I then compared, took the RFM22 and said, well, of all the modes it does, how do they perform one versus the other? Taking the RFM22 data packets at 0, 40 kilometers. If you add a decent NLA to that, gives you about 12 dBm. The way I did these tests was I had a transmitter on a hill outside Cardiff, about 5 kilometres from my shed. And I was sitting listening in my shed, and I could tell when the packet stopped coming in. So by adding an LNA, I could see I got much lower power. So an LNA adds 12 dBm, which you can do the maths, very simple, 60 meters double distance. So 4 times the distance by adding an LNA. So we're probably up in the order of 200 kilometers with an LNA. That's the telemetry packet. The fast Morse, we did actually use fast Morse for data. That's about the same sort of just whatever. It will do AFSK-RTTY. It's not brilliant, but it's something. It is data you can receive on a HT, a handheld. Slow FM Morse, you can be heard. That's 24 dBm, is about 20 times further. So you're up in the 800 kilometer region. Now that told us we already had a good idea that we would hear the Morse speaking, 100 milliwatt Morse speaking on the ground. The FSK-RTTY in tests came out 26 dB better, and FSK slow Morse 33 dBm. So that's we didn't actually send out any FSK slow Morse. We could have done, I guess. Anyway. Now, at this point, up to this point, we'd still all been working, assisting the team, if you like. Then, around September 2012, Dr. Quake said, if you can have them ready by November, we'll give you a launch slot. We said, oh yes, please. So we did. We more or less had a working satellite ready. And the team was Michael, Howie, myself, and Professor Twiggs. And we're all electronics professionals. I currently work in network support, computer network, breaking computers all day. But I am an electronic engineer by background. Anyone who remembers the Bead Micro, I used to work out for the manufacturer of that. And Professor Twiggs needs no introduction. Now, you're going to look at that and you can say that is really simple. And we did start with that in mind. We wanted to keep this as simple as possible. And we had we kept saying, you just can't add simplicity. We wanted to do the minimum possible to prove it could work, because this was the first time this had been attempted by anyone. Satellites this small. So we said, we will put it upon ourselves to prove that the concept can work. So it's lacking in features, it doesn't do much, but we wanted to make sure we could prove that it would work. Using RFM22 and pickaxe, no reason why not to. The solar panels, task cells, 4 solar panels, 3 pairs of task cells on each. LTC 3105, maximum power point tracker and charger. That was Harry's responsibility in the States. We had a watchdog to stop it if it crashed, because one of the things we were warned about was particles from space affecting things. There was the potential for latcher, where gates get flipped in a high current state by particles, and we needed circuitry to detect this and to interrupt the power of the satellite to fix it, because that's all we can do. And we were going to use a clicked 702 lithium battery. You can buy them on eBay, and they're about £3, right? This is the clean room facility where it all started. That's my polyfilling helix, which I use for receiving it, made from a bit of plastic plumbing pipe core, and those surrounds you have on barbecues. That's an indulgence. That's an SP7000. But the VLNA works just as well. I can't remember the name of the amp that does that. That one's very good. That's the development model to prove it would all work. It did, believe it or not. Those are the 2 boards. That's just a programming adapter. PowerPoint tracker and the board itself, 40mm square. We decided on 40mm to make sure we have room on the outside for things.
Is this a serial programming adapter?
Yeah, that's how the pickaxe is programmed.
Never worked with it.
That's the circuit diagram. There's not a lot to it. There was more on the actual circuit board, but I took out all the bits to show it all. Pickaxe, watchdog circuit, driving the power interrupter in case we had a latch-up situation, RFM22, voltage supervisor, and that's about it. Oh, the temperature sensor. What we were going to report were voltages. We needed to know battery voltage, solar power voltage, solar charge voltage, sorry. Currents, we needed currents because we needed to know how well the solar panels were performing, and we also needed to detect the currents flowing in order to deal with latch-up conditions. It was suggested that EEPROM is vulnerable to particles in space, so we actually ran a little test on the EEPROM on the device. Every time it runs through a program, it checks the EEPROM for corruption. We did the same for the flash. As it's programmed in the RFM22, it does a check. And there's an area of memory that's not used on the pickaxe, which we set a bit pattern up in. And again, every loop, it actually checks for bit flips to see if there's been any corruption. Now, $50 set doesn't have any shielding at all, apart from the thin aluminium chassis. But to date, we've had no detected problem at all. None. And the other thing we report on is the smart reset issue, which is the scrambling of the brains of the RFM22 is so prone to. However, we haven't seen that either. The communications puts out 4 call signs: mine, Harry's, Michael's. Puts out 50 sat, and there's a 5th one which we can change with an uplink. There's an encryption key to stop it being changed on just about anyone. We've changed it a few times, so it does work. The Morse code, if anyone's ever who's listened to $50 SAC? Oh, shocking. If you listen to it as it passes over the UK, and the Morse is quite fast, about 18, 19, 20 words per minute, it's below 0 degrees centigrade. It only goes to slow mode when it warms up above 0, because you can't charge the battery below 0 degrees centigrade. It ruins them. I do a pretty good job doing it anyway, but whatever. And also the Morse tone frequency is actually directly related to the battery voltage. If you pull it up on FLDG, you can actually read off the battery voltage and the frequency tone. So just by listening to it, you can actually tell how well it's doing. There is some fast Morse data. We left it in. Why not? It works. It's the 1 kilobits data telemetry. That's put out every. There is actually a FEC encoded packet as well. That was Michael's addition. We've never actually used it, to be honest. And of course, it puts out FSK written. So the payload that comes in the telemetry is roughly the same as the FSK written. This is how it was built. This was Michael's job in the States. Basically, it's just flat aluminium panels that you can get made in any school workshop. That's them pre-drilled and ready to go. That's the launch switches and the things for mounting the antenna. That's the battery. There's brass straps in place. Those are the 2 boards joined together, ready to just before mounting. That's you see the antenna plate. That's it about ready. And yes, it really is steel cable. That's inside. There's a lot of space. But we had room for other things, but we wanted to give it some room. 206 grams. It could be thinned down. That's the shape part of the shaken back, because obviously you've got to test these things, because they do get violently shaken back on warm. And vacuum testing, of course, all the wires, PTFE and all the rest of it, is all proper. A little tiny bit of epoxy we used to glue the magnet in place. That's also extremely epoxy. The actual performance we're getting out of it, slow FM Morse, you can hear that from about 700 kilometers on a normal HT. Build yourself one of those, Moxon, which takes you about, took me about half an hour. I picked it up at 1700 kilometers or so, do that quite easily. That's the slow Morse beacon. The fast Morse, I decoded that with my QF Helix, about 1200 kilometers. The data packets, the telemetry itself, now that obviously was going to be a big challenge. But if you use aerodyne, and LNA, you can get them back at around 1,000 kilometres. I mean, if anyone wants to speak to me how you aim an antenna accurately for that with no antenna tracking, I'll tell you later, but there's a trick. There was a sister satellite to Eagle 2, $50 Eagle 1, T-Logo. They only used telemetry for their communications. And they had packets coming in at 2,700 kilometres. They were exchanging data at quite a rapid rate from it in orbit, 2,700 kilometres. But they had two cross-tracking yardies, 20 dB gain each, big long things. Uplink, 2,200 kilometres and 22 watts from my garden shed. Not a real problem. It was as expected. It works quite well. There's a simple kit amplifier you can buy in Australia. It uses one of those Mitsubishi models, and it amplifies as a tree. And it'll take an input as low as 20 milliwatts and take it right up to 60 if you want. That was no problem. The FSK RTTY, horizon to horizon coverage on that basically. As soon as it comes over the horizon, you stand a fair chance of receiving it. There was a problem with it, and it's this. That Doppler. Now, I know I've been listening in on some of the UK has stuff, and he said, well, it drifts. This is the drift caused by Doppler as I'm receiving about 7 seconds of data. As you can see, it's shifted from there to there in about 7 seconds, and that's the Doppler affecting it. We knew about that. We knew it was going to be a problem, and it does make sort of automatic tracking quite difficult. But what we did is there. For anyone who's listened to it, I actually put out a set of aiming pips, which there's 10 of them. I'm actually 1 second apart exactly. And you can see them, hear them coming in, see them on the screen. All you do is center FLDG on them, and FLDG will magically, automatically track it quite well. But without those pips, you'd be very difficult, because you've got to get the cursor there, right at the bottom. But it works. What did we get wrong? Well, the battery, I suppose, but then at the time there was nothing else we could do. There are no space-rated batteries in this size format. The battery's taken a hammering. It suffered quite badly at the beginning of July. Something strange happened, we don't know what. And it appeared to be on its last legs, but it's not got any worse. We were watching a slow, steady decline of the terminal voltage, which was expected because it's being charged 14 times a day. And we did expect it to decline. But it seems to have stopped. I don't know why. There are a couple of software errors. You can't readily tell between a processor-induced shutdown and there's a cyclic one every 215 loops. That was my fault. But we found a way of doing it in the end. It spins. We sort of expected that to happen because this is what is called passive magnetic stabilization, i.e. it's got a magnet in it. And whilst it's stable in that direction, so it's pointing at the sun, almost, it tends to do this. And anyone who's listened to the FSK RTTY, you will see the RTTY fade as it's coming in, and that's it spinning. If we could use a different antenna, say a standard monopole, vertical, quarter wave, whatever, we would probably have eliminated that as a problem. Time below 0 degrees centigrade was much, much longer than expected. We didn't realise that this was going to happen. But basically, it gets cycled from minus 30 to plus 30 about 25 times a day. It's going up and down. Its temperature inside varies a lot. There is no heating, there's no power for that. And the other thing is, it takes an awful long time to warm up. In fact, it's normally getting towards as it comes over the UK in the daytime, it comes out of the cliffs over the Arctic somewhere, and it hasn't warmed up enough to start charging the battery until around the equator somewhere. At this time of year it's happening around Algiers Mediterranean coast. But in the winter it was an awful long time, and we didn't expect that to happen. So the time for battery charging is nothing like as good as we expected. The solar panels don't point at the sun properly. Michael eventually worked this out. It's to do with the Earth's magnetic field. Although it's stabilized by the magnet, the angle, we should really have a different angle on it, so the panels were full facing the sun for the maximum possible time. And he reckons that instead of getting somewhere around 600 milliwatts of power from the panel, we're only getting 300 from the sun, because it's not angled properly. What we got right was it worked. There's no doubt about that. And we did keep it simple, deliberately, as I said. We've been fairly open source and public. There were three other cubes, copper cubes long. REM, everyone, CubeScout, they go operational, and T-Logo cube. That sort of stopped operating at the end of January. But we've been quite open with what we've been up to on this website, and it's been a tremendous help to us because lots of analysts, we've had reception reports from all over the world, so we've been able to work out what's been happening with the temperature and the charging and the rest of it. We did an awful lot of testing. You would be amazed how much testing we've done on the radio part of this to make sure it will work. The RFM22 has proved to be very reliable. T-Logo cube too stopped working. It was very reliable as well. The FSK rating has been an outstanding success. In fact, it will be a very useful emergency communications mode when you consider how easily you can incorporate FSK rating into a CubeSat with just a single RFM22. But it just performs so well. Now, the RFM telemetry, yes, the T-Logo cube guys proved that with the right ground station, you can use this humble little radio for long-distance satellite comms. No reason why not. Those are all the people that help. Professor Triggs, of course, Moorhead University, they gave us a lot of help. They did most of the solar panels. University Roma, they provided the launch vehicle, USAT 5. And there's some of the anchors who submitted reception reports onto our website. Next, I don't know. Any questions?